Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sunkara. Recently, Honorable Supreme Court of India actually questioned the propriety or questioned the way or the lightning speed in which the appointment of ECI was made. While dealing with the case of Anup Baranwal versus Union of India in writ petition civil number 104 by 2015, right? Honorable Supreme Court of India, Justice K. M. Joseph and four others, they expressed curiosity, they expressed displeasure, they deprecated the manner in which the ECI appointment was done and ultimately opined that there should be an appointment committee consisting of the Prime Minister of India, the opposition leader and also the Chief Justice of India, who will be able to select the election commissioner and whose period or whose service will be there for 6 years. Normally, once a person is appointed as election commissioner, he should work for minimum 6 years. So, or the person who is having 6 years of service, suppose if an IAS officer is due to retire on 30/6/2023, that means, so suppose for example 2029, he can be appointed. Constitution bench started hearing the petitions on the appointments of the so-called election commissioners from 17th November 2022, right? Actually, they're basing on the petition filed by this Anup Baranwal. The petition, he already stated that there was no transparency. People, they are getting the post as asylum. People who are obedient to the government, they are being elected as election commissioners. But as per Article 324 of the Constitution of India, the superintendents of the elections is vested with the election commission, which is an independent body, which is a constitutional body, and there should be no interference of the government in this particular institution. But what is really happening, all of you know. But anyway, when the matter is pending, so the matter was heard on 17/11/2022 and the matter is posted to 22/11/2022. So after all 5 days or 6 days the matter is posted. జాగ్రత్త గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. 17th నుంచి 22nd వరకు పోస్ట్ పోన్ చేశారు. ఇది కోర్టులో వాయిదా. So on 18th, you see, on 18th, Arun Goel, a senior IAS officer and who was working in some other department, who took voluntary retirement, and within 24 hours of his approaching for a voluntary retirement, he was elected, he was appointed as the election commissioner of India within 24 hours with such a lightning speed, with jet speed. So how can it be possible? This is the question raised by the Honorable Supreme Court of India. No doubt, the post is vacant from May 2022. There is no such an emergency. అందుకనే మీకు డేట్ ఇచ్చింది 22కు వాయిదా వేసినప్పటికే 18 అన్నీ జరిగిపోయినాయి. సో హౌ దిస్ థింగ్ హ్యాపెండ్, ప్లీజ్ రిమెంబర్. Actually, Arun Goel sir is due to retire in 2022, right? So he has given voluntary retirement on 17th means on the day 17th of November 17/11/2022. Immediately it was accepted and immediately the names, 4 persons' names, they have been sent to the office of the Prime Minister. They were approved by one of the names was approved by the Prime Minister. Immediately the file went to the President of India. President of India, Honorable President of India, he also ratified and he has given orders appointing Mr. Arun Goel as the election commissioner. All this thing happened how many days? Only 24 hours. Within 24 hours. And it is peculiar to note that, so no doubt you can go for voluntary retirement, but the inference to be drawn by the court or even by an ordinary man is that he is getting appointed as election commissioner. Otherwise, why should he go for a voluntary retirement? So these are Supreme Court said, please remember. So we are a little mystified as to how the goel applied voluntary retirement on 18/11/2022 if he was not really knowing the appointment. Officers who could serve for 6 years to be appointed as per section 4(1) of the so that is the rules of the election commission. So please remember, no doubt section 4 says some relaxation could be given. Not if you are not able to find the persons who are having 6 years of service, some relaxation could be given. So in this connection, you have to remember Article 324. Article 324 deals with the election commission, deals with the superintendent, preparation of list, all these things, the superintendents, all these elections. So ultimately, you know what is 326, Article 326. It is the right to vote based on the adult suffrage, right? So ultimately, Honorable Supreme Court of India opined that the Prime Minister, the opposition leader and CJI may be formed as a committee to appoint the Chief Election Commissioner because it is an independent body. They have to conduct the elections, which is the base for getting the Prime Minister or for getting elected the political or public representatives. Very good decision. But the subject is dealt with in detail with in the same case. I will make another video definitely because the transparency, all these things, they have been discussed in the judgment and we'll discuss that in a separate video. For the present, I am staying back. Thank you very much.